This is Prime7 Local News with Madelaine Collignon, Kenny Heatley and Guy Fenton with your local weather. Now, Prime7 Local News at 6.
Tonight, a woman killed in a horror smash with a truck on the Mule Highway.
Just how much did the bushfire disaster cost us? The incredible figures.
League legends roll into town to pass on some tips to local kids.
And summer is dealing us a bit more heat this week and lots of sunshine too. See you soon.
Good evening. A woman has died after colliding with a B-double on the Mule Highway south of Dubbo.
The highway was closed in both directions as emergency crews responded to the accident. It's been described by local police as one of the more confronting crashes they've seen.
The accident happened around 9:45 a.m. A woman driving a white sedan collided with a B-double about 20 kilometres north of Termingley on the Newell Highway.
And an accident on Orange's Northern Distributor Road caused traffic issues this afternoon. A driver of a ute rolled their trailer while turning on the roundabout at Leeds Parade, blocking the way for westbound traffic. Emergency crews worked to get the trailer and the machinery it was carrying onto a tow truck. No one was injured and the road has since fully reopened.
How would you feel if your neighbour was paying half the rates you pay but getting more services? That's exactly what a number of farmers near Orange say is happening to them. But now they've got a plan to fight back.
Angry landowners met in Orange today with a bone to pick. These farmers and orchardists live on the fringes of town, but they're just outside of the Orange Council area.
Collignon Council Mayor Ian Gosper has responded today. Floyd Cush is in Orange. Floyd, what did the Mayor have to say?
Well, Kenny, Ian Gosper says that the landholders may have jumped the gun on this action today. He says that Collignon Council is receptive to a boundary adjustment that is sensible, but can't even consider it at the moment because the council is actually still fighting a merger proposal. They've received no official word from the government that the merger is off. That means that they still have a proclamation of amalgamation that they're facing, and they'll still be going to court to fight this merger in a few days' time. So while Ian Gosper says that he's agreed to meet with these landholders on Friday, his hands are tied other than that.
Thanks, Floyd. Floyd Cush there in Orange.
The state's Corrections Department says the Wellington Jail expansion is on track. Construction only started 6 months ago, but the perimeter fence is now 80% complete and the interior fit-out is coming along nicely. The medical clinic and inmate reception area will be installed this week. The new facility will create an extra 220 permanent jobs and help address the state's growing prisoner population. It's set to open around the middle of the year. Farmers are still counting the cost of the Sir Ivan bushfire, which had devastated communities near Dunedoo. The member for Parks is calling for low-interest loans to help people get their lives back on track.
$70 million and rising. That's the estimated cost of the damage from the state's bushfires and storms in the past month.
Time now for a check of the weather with Guy Fenton.
And Guy, I'd be pretty interested to see the figures, what we got down to this morning. It was pretty fresh out there.
Yeah, I think the cold last night really caught some of us off guard. We actually saw some of our coolest nights so far this year for many areas, although daytime temps were getting hotter today compared to yesterday. Let's take a closer look at the numbers. How cold did it get for us last night? Well, we actually saw our coldest night so far this year for Orange with a low of 4 degrees. We got that at 6 a.m. this morning. Also in Bathurst rather with a low of 4 degrees, and Parks too with a low of 6 degrees for you. So very cold nights all around. Daytime temps did start to heat up quite a bit though. Dubbo getting a top of 31 degrees and Coonamble 32 degrees. Let's take a look at your dam levels now. We saw Wangla at a top of at 89% rather, and Burrendong at 88%. Things are getting hotter though. I'll have more in the forecast after sport.
A taste of winter this morning. Thanks, guys. See you soon.
Not yet. All right, still to come in Prime7 News, the local kids who spent the day with some very special visitors.
And the Central West celebrates the birthday of a favourite son in style.
Stay in touch 24/7 with Prime7 News.
It's not every day you get to throw the footy around with some sporting greats, but that's exactly what the kids at St Raphael's School in Cowra did today, getting an important life lesson at the same time.
Steve Menzies, Denny Badiris and Brad Fittler. NRL legends sharing their footy secrets with these kids at Cowra.
Still to come in Prime7 News, a new plan to tackle one of our biggest killers.
And our junior Rams with plenty of work ahead of them, weeks out from the country championships. The Western Rams under-18s have just 2 weeks to get things right before the country championships in Canberra. They'll need every moment of it if you ask their coach, after his side were beaten by the Parramatta Eels under-18s in Blaney.
The Western Rams under-18 boys were looking for a tough hit out with the country champs just round the corner, and they found it.
The most prestigious lawn bowling tournament in the Central West is underway in Orange. Now, in its 49th year, the Golden Eagle is still going strong.
It's 9 a.m. at Orange City Bowling Club, and the greens are full of top quality bowlers. All of them want to get their hands on this magnificent trophy.
And what's Mother Nature got in store for the Central West? Guy will join us next with all your local weather details. Stay with us.
Now it's time for a look at the forecast with Guy Fenton.
And Guy, looks like some heat coming back into play a little bit later this week.
Yeah, that's right. The heat is going to hit us hard. The hardest this week on Thursday and Friday. Northern parts of the region could see temps getting up into the high 30s, so pretty uncomfortable heat again for us. Lots of sunshine expected too, but a chance of some storms and light showers at the end of the week. Let's see what's happening on the synoptic charts at the moment. A high pressure system over the southeast of the country. That's helping to bring some sunny and fine conditions over much of New South Wales. Tomorrow, though, it will start to bring some hotter northerly winds across the region. What we will see, though, is this trough start to move more east across, and that could bring us some storms and light showers on Friday and also into Saturday. Let's take a closer look at tomorrow. We are seeing much hotter days and hotter nights too compared to today. Orange a top of 30 and low of 10. Lithgow getting up to 28 and a low of 12, and we're seeing tops of 36 for Parkes, Dubbo. Cobar getting up to 37, so make sure you don't get sunburnt tomorrow. Much more sunshine right across the region. Now, the worst of the heat is setting in Thursday, as I mentioned, getting up to 39 now for Cowra, Dubbo, Coonamble, also out in Cobar, so a lot of heat across the region. Orange seeing a top of 33 degrees too, so quite a jump from what we've seen the last couple of days, and we'll have to see what the fire danger ratings do as well on Thursday. How are things looking for the end of the working week for Friday? Well, eastern parts of the region are looking slightly cooler, but really it's just another day of heat for us. A slight chance of a storm and shower in the afternoon and evening as well. Sunrise tomorrow is scheduled for 20 to 7 in the morning and sunset at 7:53 in the evening. And looking over the next 7 days, we are seeing the worst of the heat hitting us on Thursday and Friday, cooling down a little bit Saturday and Sunday, and slight chance of some showers and storms as well Friday and Saturday, but temperatures looking a bit more comfortable next week.
Thanks, Guy. And Kenny, it looks like that cool night last night was just a bit of a tease. Back to the warm nights as we head through the next couple of days.
Summer's not over yet. And that's your local news for tonight. So you can discuss tonight's top stories on Facebook.
And watch tonight's top stories on our website. Now, Prime7 News at 6:30 with Daniel Gibson.